So one of the main questions beginner entrepreneurs ask me is, I'm starting a business, should I quit my job? My answer is don't. Not at least you have replaced your income that you're making from your current job entirely with your new business. Or you can confidently see the path to that income, okay? And then there's two reasons for this, or there's two aspects to this. Number one, the process to design and build a thing, whether it's a product or service or app that people will actually pay for and pay for repeatedly, that can be very challenging and time consuming. Sometimes it takes up to 2 years to get things to a place where you're making regular income, let alone comfortably cover all your expenses. If you think of Instagram, going from idea to actually having a launch for an app that people started using took them 2 years. If you look at Airbnb, from having the idea to testing it out and launching a thing where they could start making money and enrolling clients, took them 2 years. Same with Facebook. Most examples of businesses, it takes time to go from an idea to actually start making money. Okay, number two, launching a business requires investment. It requires money to invest in registering your business, learning new skills as an entrepreneur, and paying for services and products that you might need to launch your business. And sometimes things don't work out. You lose some of the money that you invested in products or paying for the services or the people that you hired. So don't quit your job until you have things in place. Okay, the second question beginner entrepreneurs worry about is, I don't have an idea, how do I start? Or I don't have any expertise, how do I start? How do I build a business? What should my business be about? Okay, so here's a secret. To be an entrepreneur, all you need is the passion to be an entrepreneur. You don't have to be an expert at creating a product or a service or a solution or an app. Somebody can help you figure that out. What you do need is to be an expert at understanding the problem and in understanding the people who have the problem. So in essence, you want to be passionate about helping people solve their problems. Now, if you don't understand problems or understand the problems people have or what about it, you can actually do this in just 2 weeks. You can go from knowing nothing about a subject to being very good at any subject in just 2 weeks. And I will show you in another video just how to do that. In the meantime, I just want you to know that Steve Jobs, who launched Apple Computers, which is a $1 trillion business now, it took him 30 years to get there, didn't know how to build computers. He got Steve Wozniak on his team to do it as his co-founder. Elon Musk, he didn't know how to build an electric car or space rockets for that matter. He built a team who did it for him. And in fact, I have worked on a project advising some of the top doctors in the US. Some of these doctors had been working in their field for over 40 years and are the best in the field. And now I have no background in medicine or knowledge about the field or know anything about how to help patients. But what I did was I spent 2 weeks talking to doctors at various levels, talking to nurses, talking to patients, talking to the relatives of these patients, learning everything about the challenges and the problems that they're experiencing, either at their job or in the process of receiving care from the doctors. A month later, I was able to offer insights to these doctors who had been in the industry for 40 years, and they were able to show them things that they hadn't noticed or had overlooked because they were so busy doing their job. So again, if you don't have a solution to a thing, don't think about the solution, focusing on understanding the problem and figuring out who are the group of people that you want to help.